you.
You got to get the aggression out somewhere.
Nope. Not when you got bruises.
Welcome to another edition of the Flavor Show. I am your host, Zen Braswell, Master Zen Master, he of many names, I guess. And to my right, I have my co-host, Miss Tyshia Pope, like Olivia Pope. You know, I think
Wow, really?
Yeah, I put you out there.
You was about to say mama, though. I heard that.
Yeah,
You
no,
was-
it's
you was
always
struggling.
mama. You'll always be mama to me. Mama Ty. Mama Ty. We are, a couple more people will be here, but we want to get right into this topic. I know a lot of you can relate to. I think we probably have some experts in our on our show to talk about it, at least starting off. Why people, I didn't say men, I said why people cheat. And we're also going to try to define roles in relationships, which is a different topic altogether. So I am a self-professed cheater. I've cheated before. So I think that makes me an expert on this topic. And from your understanding, you've been cheated
I've been
before.
cheated on.
Yeah.
Yes,
'cause
yes.
You shared that with us, the three people watching before. So, you know, you said that you were cheated on, right? So that makes us experts on this topic. That gives us, you know, enough to discuss this in a very, very, very well way. So I want to go back to the difference between men and women to understand why and so we cheat. So from a man's perspective, I think I said this when we were talking off air a couple of days ago. Men are physical and women are emotional. That's the basis of it. Even though some women can be as physical as men, and some men can be bitches. Or, I mean, as emotional as men. Oh, my
Emotional?
fault. I'm sorry. My fault. Yeah, emotional. Yeah. So it goes both ways. But for the main part, I guess you were really, you know, men are physical. So men are, society builds men to be like conquerors, right? You know, they conquered land.
Words
They
of black
go-
bullshit. But keep going.
Let me just get my point.
Get your point.
And, you know, so it's that whole mentality to go out
Whole
and
mentality
conquer.
or whole?
Whole.
Whole. Make
whole.
sure you
Could be a whole, but I mean whole
mentality.
mentality where they feel like they have to go out and conquer new and different things. Women. I mean, you know, women are along in that category with land and business. So that's the whole mentality that society gives to men.
So it is like collecting women like you collect watches. Each woman is a little different. Each watch does
Each
something
watch is
a
a
little
little
different.
different as well. Yeah.
Bullshit.
So I mean, each has a different tick to it. I mean, it's just they all tell
They
time.
all tell time, but
They
one
just
tell
have-
time a little different.
It's a little different. You know, so it's the same thing. That was good. I like how you did that. I could work with that analogy. But no, I mean, I'm just saying. So there is never a reason to cheat. I will say that.
But
But it's society. Society gives men an excuse.
that is society. Yeah, we
Dave, anytime, man, I see your eyebrows right. Anytime, man,
we
you
do
know,
both.
come on in. There you go.
show
Come on.
the voice.
The voice, one time. No longer.
No, so I think we talked about this on one of the earlier shows. There's in fact, I'll find it again quick. It's the comparison of men and women. Yeah, sorry.
How you gonna make the mistake and not be close to like that? Yeah.
Well,
I should. You're right. Yeah, so it's the men are like Bluetooth, connected when you're nearby, but searches for other devices when you're away.
Damn.
Women are like Wi-Fi. She sees all the available devices, but only connects to the strongest one.
There you
Yes,
go.
that is
That's
awesome.
a good analogy. That's a good analogy.
leave it today.
Yeah, right, for sure. And I think, you know, again, it's not right, but it definitely happens. And it happens shorter because of, wow, this is going to be hard. Women Yeah, because men are very simple creatures, right? I mean, men are very simple creatures. You know what I mean? We don't need a lot. But what we do want and what we do live for is the attention and the affection of women. And
But you get that, and you still look to hoism.
for more. Yeah, I felt you was going to say that. We get that, but we still look for more. Because, again, it doesn't take much to turn us on or to, gather our
So
attention.
simple ain't simple.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, it's just like right now, the most important leader you could ever think of could be holding a diplomatic conversation and sitting there and talking. And if an attractive woman walks by, he's going to look.
Conversation is done.
Hey, I mean, everything, because that's a man's attention level is like, near I say, like a dog.
Dog in a ball. Ball.
But you put a group of women sitting around talking, and Jason Momoa goes walking by. That conversation's grinding to a halt.
Yeah, I would say that.
It depends.
I would say that, but okay, you're a woman, yeah.
No, it depends on the mentality of the woman or what they looking for. That's not happening for me. I mean, like Dave said with the Wi-Fi deal, if I'm set for that person, I'm set. I go hard. I'm going to rock hard with you. But the minute you fuck up, you got your chance. It's a wrap. You've opened that door for me to now explore. Door to explore, and I will explore.
Dora the Explorer.
I will explore.
Dora the
Yes.
Explorer. All right, see how she threw that in there. All right, Dora. So, I mean, if that's the case, then, so do women forgive men when they cheat?
Absolutely. Too many times. Too much. However, I'm going to keep my options still very, very open. I'm still not going to close off because I know your potential of what you're going to do. I mean, like we were talking about the other day in the van.
We worked together. Let's put that out. We were just not kind of in the van. We just want to put that out there.
We, for me, I'll take a lot. I'll take a whole bunch. Like a dummy. I told y'all before with me getting married. So the signs are there. It's across the wall. You see it in plain English, red writing. However you choose to overlook some things. Oh, it'll change. Or, yes, a slip up. It's human nature or whatever. However, when we finally take enough and that pot boils over, it's no comeback for that. It's no more. But in the midst of all the bullshit, you'll stay. You'll work it out. Me, on the other hand, has that other person sitting on the side ready to go. Now, I may not be attracted to them. I may not want anything with them.
Break glass.
Right.
Break glass.
Right.
There you go. You got that person to kick it with.
Right.
It's always somebody to talk to. That two halves equals that whole, I guess, for me. And where I can't get that complete person, I got the other one. Not sexually. It's more so whatever the missing
he
link
just come
is.
through and cut the grass and want to.
Well, but
Because people are crazy. So why not deal with what you know you have versus
the devil you know.
go snooping around somebody else's garden and then they're the same crazy as the other crazy or worse.
Well, but I think, like, basically just to build on what you were saying before, I think that's probably pretty accurate that men cheat because of physical reasons. Women mostly because of emotional.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. I agree with that. 100%. 100%. And what you said, that allows men to get away with more. So that's, again, going back to the point that it's your fault. Because you forgive them and you keep them around. I blame it. I'm not taking no responsibility for this at all. Not at all. No, I'm just joking. No,
I mean, but that is absolutely
true.
correct, though.
Because women expect men to cheat.
Yes. There's no such thing as monogamy.
Expect them to? Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You got a voice down there? Hey, you can jump
You
in this too.
expect
Hey.
the dog to see a new ball and a bone and go for it. They're not faithful to that one. They got plenty of toys, right? Dogs. What did I tell y'all? Dogs leave their shit in the open. Cats cover it up.
I agree. And I think that expectation is different because a man doesn't expect his woman to cheat.
No.
So that's why if a man
I've been told
is cheated
that, absolutely.
on, it's like a bombshell. It's like
Fuck the whole world up.
everything is, really, I agree with that. The expectation is different. It's like,
but why have that expectation? If you're able to do what you want to do, why do you have so many restraints on a woman?
because
'Cause what?
No man wants to
do
imagine.
as I say, not as I do world.
Yeah.
No, that's
No
not
man-
it. 'Cause
I didn't say it was
listen,
right.
we work now, we clean. All the roles are the same, so why not?
Are they the same? Are
Pay
the
may
roles-
not be the same, but the roles are the,
The roles
same.
are the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, because we want to get into that, because that again, that leads to it. Because if a man feels like, I'm just saying, not me,
He already said that he was one of those.
not
but, you know,
me, but if a man feels like he's taking care of everything, you know, if he's the breadwinner, you know what I
Why
mean, in the
he-
household,
it's okay for him to cheat.
I think he think it's expectation.
So
is
what if
there.
the woman is the breadwinner? She's
Don't
top
work that
dog
way.
in the house.
It don't work. I'm just joking.
You said something, bitch, was around.
No, but I mean, that's a question. So that's a question. I'm not saying what it is. That's a question. Does that have a difference on whether or not, you know, you have the right to?
No,
It doesn't?
no,
No? You'll get a
No.
weekend pass if
Hell
you're
no.
the only one in the...
no,
No?
no,
No?
no. Let's
See,
fake
and
it.
I never understood the whole weekend pass, hall pass.
Hall
kind of
pass.
thing. Because here's the thing, and this kind of touches on something you said. Like, once you open a door, you don't get to choose when it closes.
Just in time as we open the door.
Like you can pick you can pick when you open a door, but you don't get to pick when it closes after that, and that's the issue.
See,
That's
unless
true.
y'all have that understanding at the beginning, which is what a lot of people are getting into, that mutual understanding that you do you, I do me, we meet together, pass, don't cross, or we
Right.
do it together, and it's all fun and well.
So is that a relationship, though?
For some, yes.
It's a sort of relationship.
That's a situation.
They come
It's a
home.
situation.
It's a situationship.
It's a situationship. That's
Yeah,
a
they
good
come
word.
home to each other, or they do both together.
So they're allowed to do others and do at home.
Yep.
That's a winning. I mean,
That's
oh,
a
I'm
winning
sorry.
situation.
Oh,
So
could
nasty.
be. Could be.
Mama.
So yeah, jump right on in. This is the great Miss Sharonda Edgers.
Hello.
Oh, Edge. Not giving out
Edger.
government.
Your chair's really low. Do you need
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're
I
talking
didn't know
about
you were sitting at the kids' table.
right.
All right. Good.
We're talking about cheating. Why do people cheat?
You didn't get to.
I did.
And I brought to the table that men are physical.
He said they're
And
simple. Very
physical
simple.
and simple.
They need one
and
thing.
they think about conquering. Society paints a picture that a man is a conqueror. You know, like in everything they do, they conquer land, business,
Women.
and women. Hey, you know this. So
Okay.
society paints a picture to describe us as if. And I also brought out here what you would think would be very good, that women are the reason that men cheat.
I would think that's good.
Hey,
he
I knew
did
you would
say it
like
was
that.
all my fault. Yep.
No. I
Your
said
fault, too.
because they expect them to.
We expect them to cheat. I said yes.
I don't.
You don't.
I don't. I'm actually shocked every time it happens.
Every time it's shot, you had no idea.
Like what?
But isn't that why that in some ways that you look for signs, you look for different things that may.
I don't know if you look for signs, but when you get an intuition or when you get a feeling, then that's when I start looking. Other than that, I don't do phones, emails, any of that stuff.
So if you're
My gut,
left a phone right here, it was just right there.
it can be right there.
I mean, but the old saying is whatever's done in the dark will make its way to the light.
For
So,
sure.
like her, I don't search. However, when it comes, then that's when you start
When you get
Yeah.
a clue.
let it unroll.
Absolutely.
The toilet tissue roll just
What's a
hit the
clue?
floor.
What would be a clue that a man is cheating?
Well, I got one for you.
I'm just.
So for my situation was
This is
I
talk show here. We're going to give him all the dirt that we know.
I
y'all.
had planned my
why we're here.
ex-husband a surprise party.
Okay.
So at that point, he was toe up, done, beyond the point of being fucked up. So his cell phone kept ringing, and the person would go to voicemail, and it would stop. So I knew you heard on the voicemail, my daughter would say, "My daddy's not home. Love you. Bye-bye." Whole deal, right? So the person who keeps calling, that's an indication it's an emergency. So I know some of his boys had his cell phone and not the house number. So I'm like, damn, maybe something going on because a lot of people was at the party. So I grabbed the house phone. I dialed the number back. So I get a hello.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, okay. So I'm like, she's like, well, you ain't got no business calling this number. I said, well, for one, let's back up. The ring on my finger and my last name entitles me to. I said, you keep calling will indicate that there's an emergency. So I'm just trying to see what's going on. So she got to talking. I said, well, let me stop you. I said, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. He drinks, he gambles, and I have his first child. I said, the house is mine, the car is mine, and if I put him out today, maybe he has to come live with you. Let's start there. Never disrespectful. I said, I hope he's paying some bills. Don't let him just get your hair and your nails done. I said, because it costs a lot. Spraying your legs, that's some bullshit. I said, but let's run back.
Like Ty.
We went through a whole deal. So I talked to her. I said, baby, I said, I've heard your name before, but I'm not going to search for you. I said, so I told her the name. I said, so when I wake him up in the morning, because he's fucked up right now, I said, I guess I ruined y'all plans. Y'all were supposed to meet up tonight. That's why you keep calling. I said, well, your boo is asleep. He's knocked out. He's done. So in the morning, I'll let him know. So in the morning, I politely tapped him on the shoulder. I said, hey, guess what? I said, I got witness because I had my best friend on the phone. I said, I talked to Danielle, and I guess y'all had plans tonight. I messed it up. My bad. I said, well, let me tell you what I told her. I told her that, you drink, you gamble, and I have your first kid. The house is mine. The car is mine. And when I put your ass out, you have to come stay with her, and you don't have shit to take with you but your nuts. So let me explain. I told her, I said, I was never disrespectful. I never called her out her name. I told her, just don't let you get your nails done, pay some bills, and the whole nine. I said, so I'm headed to work. You have a good night. Told her the whole conversation. I left and went to work. Got to work. I'm not a drinker. Started drinking, and this is when I was working at the casino with one of the bartenders. I was a cocktail server. Got real full, came home, hit him on the shoulder like, you got to raise the fuck up, like, right now, right now. He decided he didn't want to leave. Went through a whole little spiel or whatever, and he stayed there. I let him stay. You sleep on the couch. You stay with your kid. You do you. You got a short window, and you got to get the fuck about the house. So I'm not rude. I'll give you your time to hang yourself, but that was the initial of her starting it. I didn't dig for anything. And people in the casino were like, oh, my God, you didn't know? No, I didn't know. I mind my own damn business. People talk. They always looking to start shit. But until it finally uppercut me in the face, then no, absolutely not. And that's just like the whole deal I told y'all with every girl in my wedding -2. And it was like a party of 7 on females. They were all his friends. And half of them he had screwed. So, again, dumb, retarded on me. Everybody was, I just wasn't part of the secret. So, yeah, no.
That was a different
Again,
side
our
of Ty.
faults.
All right. Okay.
I told y'all I'd been through some
Yeah,
shit.
you good on this topic, huh?
Yeah.
You
Really, really good.
You could have carried this show by yourself. What else? Give us some more.
This
Too
is the
much.
Ty show.
Right.
No.
Okay.
I've had my level of bullshit.
All right. So how about you? What drove you to that point? I mean, because again, the reason I chose this topic because we all have experience. You
Oh,
two
yeah,
have been cheated on,
absolutely.
and
And
I'm a
you've been a
professed cheater.
cheater.
Yeah, so, it could be a better topic for us.
I mean, so I think the topic was what drives people to cheat, right? Was
Yeah,
that,
or why do
or why do people cheat? So I'm not sure why people cheat, right? I just know about the outcome after the cheating, right? So I've never cheated, so I don't know why people cheat. But
You've never cheated on any of your
never. No, I've been married twice and had a couple relationships. No, I've never cheated on them.
Well,
Just
first,
call the
we got to
guy.
define what's cheating. Because
Boom. That's
let's
good
back
point.
up. Because
Good
when
point.
I
Yep.
talk to people, cheating is you
Right.
had a conversation. That's not your boy.
Right.
This is this. So it's not cheating. Is just not sexual. It's
All
a
right.
whole. It's
So what
to
is
the person.
cheating?
What's
Okay, so
cheating?
then what is cheating?
All
What's
right.
I'm
cheating for
asking.
you?
So, I mean, definitely like some infidelity, just sleeping with another person to me
Let's see.
is cheating. I mean, there's an aspect of emotional cheating. If you are constantly on the phone with a person day in, day out, you all have shared emotions, y'all saying I love you, that's cheating too, whether or not, you
But
slept
what if it's no
together.
I love you shared?
But everything else, they talk every day.
They talk every day.
I mean, so I have friends that I talk to every day.
Fall asleep
so
on the
would
phone.
you allow your
I ain't saying
husband
all that.
to have a female best friend?
Yeah, because I have a male best friend.
I would. I have no problem with that one.
Yeah.
either.
I mean, they hung out. They have lunch like maybe daily, 2-3 times out the week. They hang out. They go out
That's
when
a
y'all don't
relationship.
go. No, that's
So
a
no,
best
that's
friend.
a friendship because I've had people say like you and Zim must be talking.
Right.
because we go out
Right.
for
You
lunch
must have said.
almost every
Right.
other day.
But you
or,
at
you know,
work together.
Right.
that's my work husband, they'll say. Although you're not. I mean,
Right.
you like a brother.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
Okay.
yeah, I've had people who say that me and Zen.
That's where they throw me off of it. Throw me in. Good one. I forgot who I was messing with. Good one. All right, so best friends, they talk as long as no I love you is mentioned.
But you love some people I love my best friend.
I do say I love
so
you. to
you
my
married
best
to
friend.
you married to your husband, and he's talking to his best friend, and he hangs up the phone with every night. I love you. You okay with that?
So I don't say I love you every
Every
night
night,
to
no.
my best friend, but
No.
I have said it to him
Yes.
often. Like, hey, I love you. Talk to you later, and it's the same. You know
But
what I'm
you
saying? But it's
okay
not
with
every
that?
day.
Now, if it's every day, there's something
Yeah,
a
if
little
it's every
different.
day, then there's a connection there.
Not
that's-
unless that person was automatically a I love you person to everybody.
right.
And
Because
you
my
got some
brother
people-
is like that. He says I love you every time we hang up the phone. I can talk to him 3 times a day. Every time that day, it's I love you.
Okay.
So
it depends.
it
So-
depends.
Infidelity, kissing.
Oh, you
yeah.
can't kiss.
That's cheating?
Yo,
I mean, what if it was a lapse moment? You know, he was.
you know what? That's
It
why.
just happened.
Moment.
That's why I can't wait.
I
I'm
knew
gonna
it
do
was me.
all these things and just ask, is this cheating? So,
Yeah.
of course it is. It's cheating if
Kissing
you
is
kiss him.
cheating?
Yes.
So I was told talking on the phone is cheating.
Talking on the phone is
Mhm.
cheating.
Mhm.
Is it though? Do you agree with that?
I say
you
no.
Okay.
However, but I was told that way.
Really?
Depends on what the topic is. I mean, so if you're talking on the phone and y'all get to talking about sex every time y'all on the phone, then
Nothing sexual. When I say the conversation is merely like a best friend, but they haven't been given that place of saying, hey, this is my best friend. Now, they may have liked me, but I didn't like them. I
that
would
ain't
still
gonna
put.
work. So if somebody likes the other person, then it's eventually gonna head towards,
Right.
that road. Even though you're committed to not doing it, he gonna be pressing, or and vice versa, she's going to be
Mhm.
pressing.
If
Because
one
What if
person
you
is
never see
attracted,
him?
if one person is attracted, then eventually he's gonna or she's gonna act upon their attraction.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fine.
So you were cheating, huh?
I guess so.
Hey, listen, I told you my pot boils over, so what's good for you is good for me. So
I like it.
I just haven't committed the ultimate sin of being sexual. Nothing sexual. Nothing's done on my part either. If you send me flowers, then great. You send me an edible arrangement, then great. All I did was talk to you on the phone.
Also, no, you can't do that. You can't say you.
So
Flowers.
if you accept gifts,
that's cheating.
yeah, that's kind of.
Yeah, Steph.
So I remember I was
Tired.
talking to this one guy,
Body tired.
and I mean it was his standard. Like, you know what, you still married. I don't think your husband would want me to send you. And I'm like, no, I'm separated. You know, we're about to be divorced. And he was like, well, when you get divorced, come talk to me.
So you were cheating.
I guess.
By your own
But
will?
no, he would not.
Oh, he wouldn't do it.
No,
he didn't want
he
to.
would not.
So he wouldn't allow you. But
Right.
you thought it was all right.
I can't speak on
I was separated. Living in separate houses.
Oh,
Yes, I
okay.
thought it was all right.
Okay. That's cool.
Got
That's
you.
cool.
So cheating,
Right.
sleeping with another person,
Mhm.
kissing
Accepting
another
gifts.
person,
Kissing.
Accepting
talking on the
gifts.
phone, accepting gifts.
Damn.
So you can't do nothing. You just can't.
I mean,
Be
so
true to
there's,
the one you
there's
got.
a very fine line,
It is a
you
very
know, and you have to walk that fine line with integrity.
So here's one reason, not the number one reason, but
That men
one
cheat?
reason that men cheat. Drum roll, silence.
Not enough sex from their partner.
Yep.
I
When
would-
she starts
yeah.
cutting off the sex, when she starts using sex as a negotiating tool, you was late on them bills, you ain't getting no sex, or you cut off this week because I got an attitude. So anytime that happens,
Men look
there's
elsewhere.
a 50-50 chance that he's going to go somewhere else for what he's not getting at home.
But
But
how
what
about
if
you just
it's never cut off?
I ain't say that. You changed the topic.
But I'm saying
I'm
instead of
just saying
cheat,
one reason.
how about you just say, "Hey, you're not providing the needs that I want. So if that doesn't happen, I'm going to look elsewhere."
Imagine saying that to a black woman.
I mean, at least you give that person an option. And there are some people that'll be like, you know what? Tell her thanks
Some.
for the help.
Oh, really?
I mean, I've had friends like that.
That'll tell them, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
Ron White, great comedian, had a whole shtick about how his wife decided to withhold sex to try to teach him a lesson, and he just said, "Look, you can if you want, but I'm just gonna go screw somebody else. I've seen me do it."
I've seen me do it. That's, I mean, really. But at that point, you've told the person that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going behind their back. You're not sneaking.
Well, in my case, you know, that's what started to happen.
But did you say that to her? Did you say, hey, wifey?
I said that we're not having enough sex on enough occasions yet, and she knows my temperament. She knows who she married. I'm needed. I gotta have it. I mean, and we used to have it anywhere, anytime, drop of a hat, and now it's like, nah, not tonight. Nah, I'm mad at you. So,
Well, you didn't say, I need it and I'm going to get it, and if you don't give it to me. I mean, because you can come to that agreement like, you know, whether you mad or not, you don't withhold.
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
That's what I was, you know, how they said that you should have it and go back to roles. Your roles should never change. You know, things should never change in a marriage. You should.
Things change all the time. Things that don't change die.
Nah. Certain things are the same.
No.
If you speak at roles of relationship, in most cases, the husband, you know, he takes care of the major bills.
What years are we talking about?
When?
Current or past?
Really, that doesn't happen?
Where are they at?
That don't happen? That's not true?
I mean,
Well,
it's
Leave It to
different for
Beaver?
different people. Different relationships have different dynamics because I've never been the one in a relationship where the husband does the major bills. It's
So
always
I
been
did
50-50.
mortgage. I did mortgage. I did the insurance and car note. She did
Lights, gas,
lights,
water.
gas, bills, right.
Maybe me and Zen will get married.
Hey, I mean,
He
and
said
that
he's
was
a
the
noted
arrangement.
cheater.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I got a problem. I have an addiction, but we'll
Wow.
talk about that later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I mean, that's how it was in my household.
So, I mean, that wasn't the truth for me. So,
okay. How about you?
Damn sure wasn't for me. I said I had a gambler, so no, that wasn't the case for me.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm just
Put a
saying.
damper
But
on my day.
I just thought that was the way that it, you know, is set
So,
up.
what's the roles? Because
Hey,
that
we
was
can get into that.
Dude, I'm with you. Like I was raised old school Italian family. No, that's what guys do.
Yeah, right.
And if not, you're not being a guy.
Right, you got, because even when she start, not to cut you off, making more money, my role ain't changed. I just had to work more jobs. I mean, when she came with the great idea to move to West Bloomfield and this is going to be great,
It was.
it
was
was
great.
not. It was great for her. It was
was
great
great.
for her. But I mean, I just had to work 2 jobs, whatever, to keep up my end of the bargain, was to make sure that the mortgage was paid every month.
So with my past situation, no, that wouldn't have been the case. With the new or whatever it is, if I chose to go that route, I wouldn't have anything to pay. That I do know. So
He would take care of all the bills.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
So
that
what's stopping you from going that route?
Hoism?
Hoism? Oh, you can't get through the hoism. So
I
again,
keep my own space. I mean,
So-
what I can't see, I guess it is what it is.
okay, all right, makes sense. You don't want to put up with that. That's the deal breaker. It's the hoism. But you
Less
got everything paid.
Stress. Everything is paid. Fine.
Less
Yeah.
stress.
It's less stress.
Is it less stress to have everything paid, or just to know that he's at home? Which one causes the most stress?
That's why I
That'd
keep
be-
my own damn place.
Okay.
I don't-
All right. So we going into defining.
Yeah,
roles.
please. I want to hear about this.
It still go.
I'm
back and forth.
uneducated on this.
So I mean, what roles do the women have?
So are we talking about like the
Current
60s,
times
you
or
know what I'm
past
saying, where
times?
women are cooking and they're at home cleaning? Because that's not my reality either.
But there's
you
no
know I
limitations
cook
right
once
now.
a week. That's it.
Once a week?
Once a week. That's
well,
it.
you on the go a whole
Sunday.
bunch, so
do
they can
you
do that.
still provide the meal, whether you're
Like,
cooking or not?
to go and get it, make sure that he's eating, that type of thing.
So does he have to come home and cook? Is that the role that he does?
Yes.
So in this past one, yeah, he cooked.
He worked just like
I'm
she
gonna need
worked.
some help, Dave.
I am. I work 12 hours a day.
Yeah, that's right.
Like I said, I mean, dude, I get what they're saying. It's situational. I mean, I guess if I was hanging at home all day, sure, I'll cook.
Yeah,
Why
for
not?
sure.
But like we were, but no, like if we're out here trying to build an empire and opening studios and building shit out and working 12, 14, 16-hour days.
Right.
No, I'm not really worried about cooking. I'm not.
Right.
No.
And you'll eat something on the way or on
Yeah.
the fly.
Find
Right.
it.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I would love to hear this role thing. What are women roles? I know what the traditional ones are, but
So I'm with the traditional.
Zen is with
Oh, you're with
traditional.
traditional.
He
I
talking
would
about
think,
cook
yeah.
clean,
For sure.
so she doesn't have to work.
I was like, if you're gonna play the I Love Lucy card,
right.
Exactly.
Again, I
then
think
you better
it's
have some
not
splaining to do.
necessarily that.
Right.
It's just that the man is expected to do more. I'm expected to do more, so there's certain things. I'm not going to ask you to cut the grass, take out the trash, shovel the snow. That's my role. When it snows, I got to get out and shovel it. I'm not going to, I'm going to shovel the snow. I'm going to get the snow off your car. That's my role.
Oh.
That's my role.
So I don't know if it's a role. It's something that I appreciate, though. Because my husband used to do that, and then when he stopped, I noticed.
Yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? I was like,
For sure.
you can clean your car off.
Right.
And when
You
I
know
go
what I'm
out there, I have to clean my car off. I mean, it takes an extra 3 minutes. So I don't know if that's a role, but I definitely appreciate some of the stuff, like taking out trash, cutting grass, all that
Right.
you just mentioned.
Those are traditional roles. Something breaks in the house, the man is expected
Oh,
to
shit.
fix it.
What if he's
We
not
hit
a fixer?
Then
I was the
has
fixer.
then he has to pay
Pay for it to get done.
right, or get it done.
Got you.
Then no,
Because I wasn't the fixer.
I
I'm not
don't
that guy. That's
know the
not
roles.
me.
I'm the fixer, and I don't mind splitting. Okay, let's cut grass together. Let's shovel snow. Hey,
But
it
I
can
don't
be
want
fun.
you cutting grass.
So while you
I don't want
cutting,
you cutting my grass.
I might be getting, the clip-ins or whatever.
Right.
I mean, that's cool.
Let's split
but
the
I
yard
don't
work.
need you cutting grass. I don't want to come home. I don't want nobody else to ride past my house and see my wife
I see you.
cutting my grass.
I got it.
I'm just saying. I
That's
guess
what I'm
I
saying.
am old
Zen
school.
is not so bad.
Right. Overall, I'm a great guy. Overall, I really am. Great guy. But yeah, it's certain roles. And yes, I do, want you to cook. I don't want to cook.
So your wife cooked every day?
No.
Oh.
That's why we divorced.
Okay.
No,
so
she
about to
didn't.
say.
Are we talking about cooking? So cooking is hers. Grilling
so
is
you
yours.
had no food and no sex?
Man.
Is that how?
Oh, right.
It's an angry
why-
household. An angry household.
We can see why this
Nah,
is
you
going
know
on.
right. Exactly. That's why I went out.
Wow. But
And I
did
was
you
still
ever
paying the
tell
mortgage.
her that?
I mean, in arguing and
No,
and
not an
fighting.
argument.
No.
Like, let's sit down, have a conversation.
Yeah.
These
so
are the things that I expect.
you know my
whether-
wife?
I do.
Okay. So,
But according to her, she'll probably say he never said it.
yeah.
He never said these things to me. So,
We had a real problem communicating. That was also one of the issues.
yeah,
We
so
really-
I'm a great communicator. People know what my expectations are. So when you don't meet them, you'll know that, okay, this is what she said.
Okay.
This is what she said. So
And that's good, and that helps, But in a lot of cases, that's not the case. People are not, or at least I can speak for myself. We were not communicating where we could talk without it escalating to the point of us,
Gotcha.
and that was a big problem.
But that comes with age and time too.
I don't know about that
It
because I was
does.
with her for a long time, and I think if I was with her today, it'd be the exact
So
same
how long
thing.
have you all been separated?
I guess about 6 years now.
Right. So if you talk to Miss Braswell now, she's gonna be a total different
Person.
Miss Braswell than you.
So in the
talked to
last
6
6 years, we've probably had in total about 10 conversations.
But those were concerning what? Your
And I
kids.
see my
Children,
kids.
probably.
Yeah, right. Right, exactly.
Right.
So that is because we cannot communicate.
Okay.
And in those 10 conversations, about 5 of them ended with arguments. So no, we don't. Yeah. So what I'm saying.
So let me
It's
get back
not-
to what you said. You
Right.
said the number one reason men cheat is, not enough sex. What are other reasons? Since I have a male here,
Okay. Sure.
I'd love to know.
So men, attention. again, it goes back to the whole conquer thing. We're a very simple creature. So if somebody pays me attention, I mentioned this to y'all before. When I was wearing my wedding ring and married, I got attention from that. Sorry, getting a little excited. Slapping the microphone. You know.
So you saying that women noticed you more when you had on a wedding ring?
And women understand what they want from a man who is married.
What they want? Money?
Yep. Or they want somebody they don't have to.
How do you do that?
Cook and clean for it?
There's a female friend that I have that she will only date married men.
I got it for time, but how do you request money? And they still live because you taking money out the household.
Oh, but
so
that
she
ain't
don't-
your problem. That's not her problem. That's what she'll tell you. Because
No.
to be involved with me, you're
You're going to have to do X,
Yeah.
Y, Z.
Right,
Yeah.
which means that's stressful for you. Who does that?
Well, you
It's
find a
worth
way.
the
Fuck
it's worth
that.
the
If you're
coochie,
not
huh?
getting
That's why I can't
if you're
do it.
not getting that at home, and this person for whatever reason,
So you're not getting the attention at home?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you paying for it. So how are you able to
That's
to
a
juggle
trick.
that?
That's
I'm at
just
the,
a trick.
You just
I'm at
gotta
the
do
bar.
more.
I was like,
That's the
isn't
gym.
that like what the entire strip club industry is built on?
I mean,
It is.
that's
It is.
like that's for real. That's just
So
tricking.
you just have to do more. You know, as a man, I gotta find.
You gotta
more
get a
ways-
second
Yeah,
job
for
to-
sure, for sure,
Support your pussy habit.
Wow.
for sure.
Interesting.
I used to work for a person. I'm not gonna say his name,
Please.
and he would brag about what his pussy bill was.
Was it black?
This man was married every day. He was married and still is married, so it's not black.
right,
but-
right.
He would. He would have conversations with me and the rest of his staff, like, you know, I gotta pay $4,000 for the stuff she need. My pussy bill getting higher. He was happy with this lifestyle, so I'm saying it happens.
I mean, it exists.
every
I mean,
day.
it was
It
no
definitely
headache.
exists.
So he was just a sugar daddy at that point.
Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty
That's
much.
what he was.
And that's been since the beginning of
Since
time.
the beginning
I
of
mean,
time.
yeah. So,
So I mean, that's part of it. You know
so
what I
in
mean?
that case, though, it's not that he didn't have the attention at home because he could full well have all the attention at home. It's just that this is what I like. This is
that
what
was
I
his
do.
thrill.
I need variety. I need
was
that
his
thrill.
thrill. He didn't smoke.
He didn't drink.
He didn't drink.
Yeah, well, that was his vice.
His vice was outside relationships,
yeah.
or his P-bill, as he would say.
Wow.
Yeah. So I mean, again, so,
So I'm not doing that.
you're not doing that.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
So what would make a woman cheat? And y'all are the perfect people to ask because y'all have it. So what would make you? What would drive you to be in a relationship and cheat?
I haven't been there
She
yet.
doesn't cheat.
Right, I haven't been there yet. I don't know.
Y'all just told me I'm
So
I
a
you
haven't
cheater.
met that
nothing?
magical man. Not when I'm in a committed relationship. I haven't.
I mean, you
You?
just told me I was a cheater, so
So as it turns out,
Right. After
Oh.
further
Ty will
review,
accept the gifts.
After
She's-
further
she's like,
review.
See, I
"Okay,
mean,
I
but
just talked to you.
I did. Not my fault. I don't know. What's good for you is good for me. Except for I'm not being sexual. I can't go there. It's only one at a time. Too much juggling.
Okay.
Right.
I don't have that.
Okay.
But
so-
I guess like Sharonda said, the emotional connection or being able
Attention.
to talk, the attention. Right now, you floating, you out of town, you doing your gayism
Gayism?
type situation.
Gayism?
Listen, men don't go on 5-6 trips together, and if you're not swinging from somebody something. I mean, I'm just saying.
They
That's how
do.
I feel right now. Anyways,
They swinging from somebody, but you
they
think it
swinging
seems
from somebody.
others-
No, but that seems very.
That seems gay to you?
how
mm,
many boys trips you take a year?
Oh, maybe
I mean,
one or two.
I was just told yesterday you don't bring sand to the beach. I got it. Your sand is already there. Plenty different colors of seashells going around. Got it. However,
You were
you
told
don't
that
need.
yesterday?
Yeah, you don't need.
It's a black moment here, but everything.
You don't need 5-6 trips. 1-2 guy trips a year, got it. But 5-6, that's suspect to me.
They're
Maybe
tripping
I know
because
better, but
I'm
no.
right there at Skeptical Davis Skeptical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
no,
understand you
Skep-
got
Skeptical
plenty of
Davis
seashells
Skeptical.
there,
Yeah,
but
but they're
5-6
tripping because
guys
they're-
don't trip together constantly.
They're cheating.
Together. That's
Together.
as a group,
Yeah.
right?
It's a group.
You saying as a group?
Sure.
They
It's
just
a
out
cult.
there.
It's a cult.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
no, with the attention you're giving
I'm
to your boys,
definitely agreeing with her though. There's a little skepticism.
you
going
need to
on.
roll
Is
some of that
this
attention
gay
this way.
skeptic? Y'all think they're gay?
I mean, I've said that. Like, dude, I've never seen
I've asked.
this.
I mean, it could be. It could be.
I know the person, and they are truly against, but it scratch your head. It's just
I mean,
too shaky.
I've
Wow.
heard the term prison gay. Maybe they're vacation.
Right,
gay.
exactly.
It's a gaycation.
Trip
It's
gay.
a gay
It's a
case.
gay case.
You know the other gay case?
I don't know. I mean,
Trip
I just
gay.
feel some type of
Gay
way.
speaks words. of
Right.
wisdom.
Always, it's you learn a
Right.
new word
Yes.
each time.
Right.
But aside from that, it's the attention. If you have that much time to put in towards your boys and having fun like you 13, 16, even teens, when they get a girl or the 17,
They kind
18,
of stray away
stray from
their
their boys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
it's like, hey, dog, holla at me when,
When
I
I'm
got some
finished
free
with her.
time. I'm
Right.
going to meet up with my boys.
For sure.
I'm with her. So for a grown man to be like, hey, I'm with my fellas or I just need me time. Come on now. So, no, when you can't give the time, I'll get what I need from them. I know how to holler at you. You're the random piece. Then I'll just come to what I know, and then you go your way, I go mine.
So you just
Yeah.
hold this guy over here.
That's what men do.
That's-
you know that. You said that.
Even the car.
Even the
comes
car
with
comes with a spare. That's
for
what
sure.
you told
So,
me.
so
Hey,
again, what's
I'm
good for the
just
gander is
saying.
good for the geese.
Yeah. Okay. I mean that makes sense. Things are
Except for
different.
y'all are sexual. So when you get to that point, deuces. I'm good.
Oh, so when you get to the point where you're tired of the number one, and
I'm not
become
going on-
sexual. with
I'm
number
not
two.
sexual with the spare. The spare is just what filling in that void for that other person.
Oh, so but he never gets no sex.
No.
He ain't
Oh.
gonna be number 2 for long. That's what Ben is saying. Ben is saying he ain't gonna be number 2
He don't
for
get
long.
nothing out of this.
I mean,
No.
you get conversation, companionship,
conversation.
and you get
He
to
don't get
spend-
nothing out of this conversation.
He gets to vent and let things off his chest and talk about the whole wide world. Great conversation. Hang out.
That's what a bartender's for.
I know that's right.
It is.
I know that's right.
But I'm the better
Shrink.
bartender.
Yeah.
My drinks are straight, not
Watered
diluted.
down, really.
Exactly.
Really.
Oh.
All right. So as we wrap up, we didn't really get a chance to
Define the
define
roles.
the roles. No, so that may be something we could
Come back to.
come back to, circle back to.
This is no role defining.
Well,
Not in
is
this
that
day and
it?
Time.
Is
Not
that
in
it?
this
It's
day
not-
and time. I
No.
mean,
So
I've
there
seen
no more
so
roles?
many households with the women doing what men are traditionally supposed to do.
Mm.
You got this whole daddy at home dads now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's something
saying?
different.
Or you got
So-
single dads. You have
Single
more
dads,
active dads than you
yeah.
do women now. Roles have changed. You got mothers who have pieced out and you only have the dad, where before at times you had more moms, single moms, and no dad. So
Mhm.
roles have totally reversed. It's out.
They
There's
have.
no roles.
Okay, so there are no roles.
No.
That's the
I don't
definition.
think there
of that.
is no roles in this day and time.
Do you take out your trash?
I do.
See, I take out my trash.
And you do everything. You
I do
lay
everything.
drywall.
I
and-
lay drywall, pull up
Everything else.
carpet and,
I need
and
Ty to
sand
come
floors.
over. I got
Right,
some drywall
right.
that needs to go up.
Right, for sure. Well, okay, that's it. There are no roles. We defined that.
Okay.
And in 2018, 2019, there are no longer any roles in relationship. Everybody gets in where they fit in.
I
Really.
agree with that.
Wow. And men cheat because we are simple
Dogs.
and dogs, right? That's what we got to this point.
So,
And
do you
conquerors.
think that there are any men that don't cheat? though?
I do.
No.
I do.
You
I do
So
believe
Ty
that.
doesn't think so. Ty think all men cheat.
No, I do believe a man can get to a point where he won't cheat. Because I have
You
been
have
in
to
relationships.
get to that point, though.
I have been in relationships where I didn't cheat because I was happy in the relationship.
And what
Would
happened?
that point be in a grave?
Or very close to it.
Now, I
you
do
doing,
believe
man?
that the older that men get, they like, okay, let me settle down. I've done this, I've done that. But at that point, who wants you? I mean, really.
At the prime time of things, it's not
Yeah.
happening. So I don't believe so.
No man can be in a relationship where they don't cheat.
I was just talking to this guy who said he was married for 27 years.
Okay.
And he never cheated on his wife
Oh, that's beautiful.
until she died.
Until she died, that's where he started cheating.
I mean, he ain't cheating on her no more. She
Right.
dead.
Right,
so,
right. He for
But
27 years he never
27
cheated on her.
years.
So I would disagree.
you would think he's lying.
I would think he was lying, but that's possible.
Okay.
I mean, I do have friends who are very loyal. Like I told you, I got one friend who's been with his wife since 10th grade.
Same situation.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
need that as a guest to say what gets you to
Sure.
stay with your person.
Yeah, that
or what
I
happens.
could definitely
Oh, now that's a good one.
and they're still together. And he's
That's a
seen his
very
wife
good
go
one.
through. She had a brain tumor, and I mean she.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Yeah,
that.
and
you told me
he's
that. And
stuck
he was
right
there,
in.
yeah.
Always, and she's 100% better now. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying. So like, I look at them. I tried to look at them as the example from when I was married.
Right. You
But-
said if your wife had a brain tumor,
You was
I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not
you
saying
out
that.
the door.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you
But
got a
when my
couple
wife
experts you can
broke her
bring in for
ankle
these two topics.
And was in a wheelchair. I thought about. No, I'm just. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up. It's been a great
Mind you,
show.
it's just an ankle.
He said ankle.
This has been a great show. Thanks for watching, the three people that consistently watch.
Jeez.
And see you next week. Peace.
All right. Bye.
Peace.
All right.
Wow,
That was fun. Okay.
that was funny.